Imagine something small, just 1 kilogram, about the weight of a laptop. Now imagine dropping it not from a building, not from an airplane, but from the distance of the moon. No rockets, no engines, just gravity pulling it toward Earth. Would it burn up? Would it explode? Could it destroy a city? Or would it be nothing more than a bright streak in the sky? Today, we're going to find out exactly how dangerous a 1 kilogram object falling from the moon really is. The moon is about 384,000 kilometers away from Earth. If you placed a 1 kilogram object at that distance, and it was completely still, Earth's gravity would begin pulling it immediately. At first, the movement would be slow, but space has no air resistance, nothing to slow it down, so the object would continue accelerating for days. And as it gets closer to Earth, gravity pulls harder and harder. By the time it reaches our planet, it would be moving incredibly fast. But how fast? By the time the object reaches Earth's atmosphere, it would be traveling at roughly 11 kilometers per second. That's over 40,000 kilometers per hour. To put that into perspective, a rifle bullet travels around 1 kilometer per second. This object would be moving more than 10 times faster than a bullet. And speed is everything, because energy increases with the square of velocity. That means small objects moving extremely fast can carry enormous destructive power. So even though it only weighs 1 kilogram, at that speed it becomes something else entirely. But Earth has protection, our atmosphere. As the object slams into the air at 11 kilometers per second, the air in front of it compresses violently. Temperatures skyrocket. This is why meteors glow. Friction doesn't burn them, compressed air does. If our object is made of something like lead, it would begin to melt. It might lose some mass. It might even break apart. But here's the important part. Objects of similar size fall to Earth naturally all the time. Meteorites weighing 1 kilogram often survive the atmosphere. So there's a very real chance that at least part of it would reach the ground. And it would still be moving incredibly fast. If the object hits the ground at several kilometers per second, the energy release would be massive, roughly equal to about 15 kilograms of TNT. That's far more powerful than a hand grenade. It would create a noticeable crater. It could destroy a house. If it struck a building directly, the structure would likely collapse. If it hit a person, survival would be impossible. But it would not destroy a city. It would not cause global damage. It would be a localized explosion, violent, sudden, but limited. Now, imagine something stronger, not lead, but a nearly indestructible material, something dense, compact, unbreakable. It would survive re-entry almost completely intact. It would retain more of its original mass and velocity. The impact would be cleaner, sharper, more concentrated. The crater would be slightly larger, the shock wave stronger. Windows could shatter hundreds of meters away. But still, it would not be extinction level, because mass matters. And 1 kilogram, even at extreme speed, is still just 1 kilogram. The real danger isn't size, it's velocity. Space turns ordinary objects into high-energy weapons. A small rock, a bolt, a tool. At orbital speeds, even something tiny becomes destructive. So how dangerous is a 1 kilogram object falling from a moon? Dangerous enough to destroy whatever it hits, but not enough to change the world. And that's the terrifying beauty of physics. Small things, moving very fast, can do extraordinary damage.